Before I freak out over the king crab falling out the pot and thanking the patrons for making these videos happen, I really want to send a big shout out to this chicken for literally waking me every morning to go film these videos as I camped out on Raj's roof. Chicken, the next time we meet, I'll bring the gift of seasoning.
The lobster, so we're going to clean our crab to make sure it's clean. So this is how we clean them with a toothbrush. Some fresh scallion and garlic. So we're going to chop them together and to put them in our garlic sauce. So we're going to show you how it's done.
So Miss Stacy, I heard that you are the expert here in terms of the crab and...
Sure. I always like doing seafood. Seafood is my thing.
Nice.
Yeah. Because seafood, it don't take a lot to prepare. Some people overdo seafood, but if you just do it a mile, you get the real taste of the seafood.
True.
Yeah.
That is so true. So we're going with the garlic crab today. So it's gonna be super garlicky. Yeah,
Yeah, super garlic.
yeah, I love garlic.
Garlic and seafood is best friend.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Completely agree. So usually a crab this size, right?
Yeah.
How many cloves of garlic you normally go for?
So the cloves, it all depends because some cloves they are smaller than some.
Yeah.
So it all depends. And you do it like for so many times so you get like a knowledge of how much you can use in there. So I would approximate like the cloves, like you just say like 10 to 1. So you say 30 cloves.
30 cloves.
So 30 cloves will be possibly reasonable for a size crab like that because you want it to soak through and through every legs and through the back. So you want to have adequate amount of garlic through and through your crab. So every bite you get, you have that garlic taste
Flavor.
through. Yeah.
So we always speak in Jamaica that we just throw seasoning till our ancestors tell us to stop. For you, like who taught you to cook? Was it just a self-taught type of thing, or mom or grandma
For me,
or dad?
my grandma, she used to cooking big, but for me, I didn't have the passion for it then. But with the hotel industry, cooking after a while, then you develop the knowledge, the expertise after a while. And for me, I get the love, the passion for me. And after a while, doing it for so many times, what I should say, you get more knowledgeable of what you're doing. And that's how I get the loves. And then sometimes you can experiment on your doing. So if you do it this time and you don't like that taste that you get the next time, you can experiment and you get a better taste. And from that, here and then you say this is your now product.
Gotcha.
And from your now product, then you always do it that way.
So here's a question. Like I remember as a kid growing up, I don't recall seeing this kind of lobster. Some people call it a king crab. Sorry, and some people call it a spider crab. Now, when you were growing up as a child, was this particular crab like always about, or was it just the advent of social media where people start actually bringing these in?
I would think so, and because I guess some of them they are more Americanized, so therefore they use this crab. Because when I was a child growing up, the crab that we know was land crab that used to be in the old.
Exactly.
So we used to catch those crabs, and the guy used to go out and hunt those crabs.
Yeah.
And then they used to cook it with pimenta leaf, a lot of pepper, and banana. They used to say they make the crab tamale. in those
Yeah.
days. Yes. So that's what we know. We never used to these crab, but as we grow along and we grow older, just like how we didn't know of the lionfish, and now we have the lionfish.
yeah.
So we never know of the crab, and now we have crabs. So we just make use of what we have.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Makes sense.
Yep. So we're going to get some fresh scallion, because you know natural spice is the best. Natural herbs.
Yeah.
If you use your natural herbs, salt and pepper. Remember in the olden days, that's what the people used to use.
Yeah.
And like it was like finger licking.
Yeah. No season up.
No season up. It's just a natural thing, and that me used to when I was growing up, and to me nothing like my grandma food those days.
Yeah.
Now you have the artificial this and artificial that, and I guess the natural thing is the way to go. It is.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So the question is in terms of sea, because I always heard that you guys have like a killer lobster, like a lobster dish over here. But for you, what is your choice of seafood? Like which one do you go for?
For me, it's both lobster and shrimp. Reason being, the shrimp, it's more like it can take the season much easier.
I tell people all the time, like it soaks up flavor, like easy.
Yeah, it soaks up the flavor. And for me, the way I do the lobster too, it's easily done, because from the moment you go ahead and you cut the lobster in half, it almost soaks up the season just as much as the shrimp. So you just cut it, baste it with the garlic, and the butter and the season, and it's good to go. 5 or 10 minutes, it's ready.
I also have a question. It's gonna be put you on the spot, right? So last night, Mr. Everall made for me coconut curry shrimp,
Yeah.
and it was really good.
Yeah.
Who for one better? You can talk to me, sir. You can let me know.
You can go ahead. You can go ahead with Mr. But I want you to try mine, and then you can decide which is better.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, cool. Yeah, this crab it's lovely. Some big claws on this one.
So I will just wash the spice. I'm just mincing them fine so I can get the real garlic flavor from my seasoning.
So I see you're doing it this way, right? Do you feel that you get a better flavor when you do it this way as opposed to like blending it?
Maybe not, but when I do it this way, just like how I chop it, and I can actually feel the what I would call it, the spice coming up in my eyes and in my nose. I guess the aroma just come out in the crab just the same. As you cook it, the aroma come out and it go in the crab. So when you cover it, you get all that spice sit down in the crab.
Nice.
When you blend it, I'm not sure because I never blend it before, but doing this way, I can say this way works.
Works, nice.
Yeah.
So I asked Mr. Everall yesterday about the whole cooking with coal. Do you second that? Do you love the coal cooking?
For me, I do, because even if I should even prepare a pot of rice and peas, I rather boil the peas, put it on, and I like when it simmer on the coal because it take its time, and to me the fragrance, maybe it's my belief still, but to me the fragrance come out much better
I agree.
sitting down on the coal more than on the gas. Even on the gas you gauge it and you get it cooked soft and everything, but to me it have a special taste.
It does.
When it cook on the coal, I don't know if it's the burnt of the coal that is coming out with
smokiness.
it. Yeah, I just like that. that aroma that I get when it's cooked with the coal. To me, it really tastes different.
It tastes different. Some people tell me say as well that the coal fire even burn hotter than the stove.
Yeah, to a max, but when it burn down and it simmer down there and then it steam out the rice, then
Nice.
I don't know if it's the ash or the hood what they use. I don't know, but
just prefer it.
yeah, it tastes different. The pot. I'm going to get a pot to cook it in. And maybe this one is good.
This is some salt mackerel here. I'm cleaning it up, pick out all of the bones as much as I can out of it, so make it a little more easier to eat. So that's why I see cooking takes time. Can't rush cooking.
I want to say something that I have to commend you guys and you know what I like. You know, you mentioned bone. You're probably the first place that I've ever been to that I see crab claw crackers. Honest to God, like I've been to places before and them give us the crab just so.
Come on, we have
them.
We have them and we have a lot more. A friend of mine, why you remember this name? Her name is Jessica Scott. And John Scott from Houston, Texas. They brought me a lot of them. They're some real friends, man. Love them every time.
Yeah, man.
You gotta keep on that part in it.
Yeah, man.
Jessica and John Scott and their family.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Love them. Yeah, man. So that's what we do it with us. You know, take out all the bones as much as we can. Yeah, you can never get 100% out. We take out most of it, so you don't have a lot of things to deal with. So it takes time. Cooking takes time.
Sure does.
So we just doing it the right way. So this is some salt mackerel here. We're gonna drop it in some a coconut rundown, and then we're gonna go from there.
Vibes.
A few pimento berries. Yep.
Yes, one of Jamaica's favorite spice.
One of our favorite spice.
Yeah.
Just eat and salt and pepper can cook your pot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Pimento, salt and pepper can cook your pot.
So we have the pot over here, just getting super hot. So when you drop in like the butter, it's ready.
This young man,
Hey, from I just see this particular stick of butter, I know it's the flavor already for boss.
flavor bust out.
Like I got so accustomed as a kid seeing just a stick of butter. You're like, yeah.
You know, stick of butter, I look like you know stick
Of
of
course.
butter.
Watch out. Chill on, my man. Even today's day, I will have the other butter, but the stick of butter just have this. It have a different kind of flavor. I can't explain it. Something we just accustomed to. My granny cooked for me, you know.
Oh.
But then
Look
before
like
she
granny
passed,
picnic are the best.
what? Grandmother teach me how to make. I call it cornmeal pudding and then something there. What?
I want a granny picnic too because she used to do pastry for a living.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But them time them never into it. But as you grow old and then
You realize.
yeah, with diversity of life, you have to accept things and then move forward onto
Even
things.
sometimes when you have your children too, like you kind of have to find ways to interest them. Like,
Yeah.
you know, because apart from the fast food chains them and so, that's expensive to spend on every day. So when you can make something different, like a little pastry them end up like and look forward to.
And them can when them draw into it, them tend to love it more now because
Exactly.
they know that they were a part of it.
Yeah, you make them help you mix the batter and
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Trust me, it's really nice.
And then again, if you don't draw them into it, it's going to die out because if they don't know how to do it, then this generation not going to know how to do anything. So you have to draw them into it.
It's true.
Even though the more time they go on YouTube, but YouTube is not the best. When them
It kind of wash out.
yeah, then they don't put everything in it. But when you put everything in it
Into
and
it.
they know it done, yeah,
It's true. You teach them all this the secrets to making it, you know,
exactly.
the right way. No, what you say? What you say a while ago? Ali, you have to talk to me. What you just say a while ago? Oh my
Alright, we're going to put in the spice, the natural seasoning that we chopped up.
So garlic, escallion,
Yeah.
pimento, and you have some like some powder seasoning there.
Yeah,
Cool.
some jerk spice.
So tell me if I'm wrong, because I want people always say they want smell of vision. They want to be able to smell what's here. I can tell what I smell. In here, I smell stew peas.
Yeah.
I smell stew peas.
Yeah.
Not quite smelling the rundown as it, but smell stew peas. In here smells like country fried chicken, like very much like country fried chicken.
You're perfectly right.
Yeah, and this
rice
one.
and peas, you smell
Right,
the rice
I
and
smell the rice and peas, but Mr. Everald tell me say I'm more to stew peas I smell, but me no, the rice and peas smell is really
Yeah.
strong too.
Yeah.
And we're getting a little bit of this now as the flavor is starting to infuse together. God, guys, look at that. The color is just so rich. Mighty.
You can just imagine the taste from this now.
Oh gosh. No additives, no chemical names that you can't pronounce, you know, no preservatives, just the garlic and the escallion and the pimento.
Yep.
And then a little bit of that jerk spice.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
And the cool aroma.
The aroma from the coal too. You know, and she catch the heat that she want because she want a little bit of high heat on it. And you see that the coal down there is pumping. Wow.
See fire blaze steadily. Yeah.
Nice steady blaze. See the bubbles coming in there now. Wow. Whoa.
Alright, see it a bubble there now.
It is bubbling nice. The guys, I just tried a little bit of the sauce and it is just nice, buttery, light spice on it. The taste of garlic, everything will come right through. If this soaks through that crab back and the shell and everything, it's going to be amazing. Wow.
Okay, pour the sauce in this, then I pour it on the back of the sauce.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Makes sense. So that way you don't have to be fighting to throw the sauce on top.
The sauce soak right through it. Gradually pour it over it now, so it's so spongy.
Cover it.
Yeah, so cover it so the season can soak in. Yeah.
Wow. Guys, this is gonna be good. I can tell you, just from the sauce, methods of cooking. Yep.
Just cover it back so it can simmer.
Start to cut oil now, you know. Simmer now.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie, you want to try one of them like yours?
Yeah,
In the kitchen. A bit of salt.
You can put little sugar in it?
No.
Eh? No.
Sugar and bun?
Mm-hmm. No?
No.
Never did that yet?
No.
Oh god.
You had sugar to yours?
I went somewhere where they did it with sugar and water.
Okay. That's not a cook one in that.
Mm-hmm.
Here you have your steamed bami.
Thank you.
Welcome. And a great deal of crab.
Ooh, yes.
Morning.
Thank you, Miss Stacy. Not right now. I have some in the bottle. This is what I was talking about, guys. The crab cracker. Yeah, it's gonna make eating this a lot more fun, guys. This is breakfast. This is my breakfast. This big old crab, like Jano, smells really good. Looks really good. Now it's time for it to dig in. You know the vibes already. Alright, so first I'm gonna start just with the steamed bami. Can taste the coconut milk. The seasoning go right through him. It is so well seasoned. Oh my gosh. Everybody knows that the big claws are where, like, you know, that's where the real fun is. Oh god. Yo, the sauce. That's nice. The sauce is so nice. Get a bit of that bami. Just dip it in that salt. The steamed bami. Ooh. A nice bit of that meat there. Dip it in that sauce. The sauce is really good. Alright guys, because crabs are so difficult to eat, I'm gonna finish up eating this and I'll tell you guys exactly what I think. But so far, bug. Alright, so let me. You guys know I always keep my reviews. Ooh. I always keep my reviews very honest. You won't see me eating everything here because it's quite messy and I don't like talking with, you know, food being all messy and stuff. But in terms of the seasoning, the spices, they are amazing, very flavorful. I'm trying this because I won't get the chance to eat the lobster because the season is closed at the moment, so I was looking for a nice seafood that I could try, and maybe you guys do love king crab, but my honest review on king crabs in general as a meat, I prefer Jamaican land crabs. I think they hold the flavor a lot better. This, I don't know, just the meat is just a different type of meat. It's not like a, how can I say, like a snow crab or the real Alaskan king crab, you know. But it's big. Not a lot of people, when they buy food, they like, you know, for Instagram and stuff like that. The flavors are good, but I think the meat itself of the king crab is it's a very tricky meat. If you guys agree, drop it in the comments, let me know. If you disagree, also let me know. But the seasonings are spot on. The flavors are really, really good. I'm gonna ask the chef. So Stacy, right? Question. How do you find like king crab as a meat though? Do you prefer the meat from the king crab or the land crab? Neither am I. Neither am I.
The land crab is more enjoyable because the flesh inside it is more moist. The sea crab,
Thank you.
the texture is dry.
Yeah, the texture is dry and it's like very fibrous.
Yeah.
It's like you can see the individual strands, especially for this particular species of crab. I mean, if you have never eaten a king crab before, I'll show you. Forgive my messy hands, but you can see like they can break apart into like individual strands. The land crab, yeah, but the seasonings on this, it's really good. If you're a crab lover and you just love, because I have a cousin, she just loves breaking apart crabs and eating it. It's like, for some people it's like very, very fun. For me, I just love the meat, but the flavors here are super spot on. If you're not Jamaican or you're not Caribbean and you're not too fond of spice, for me, I think this is just at the right spot. You get to try our Caribbean spice, but it's not overbearing. It's really, really good. But I'll definitely stop back here. Ooh. I'll definitely stop back here another time to make sure that I get to try the lobster. Let me show you guys a bit more detail what I'm talking about. You see? These are like the different strands in the meat. So the meat profile, the texture profile is very different. Oh, it's gonna be good. Like I can see the juices like. I find that though, the bigger the claw, the better. Now my hands are black because I had to use one of those coal poker things. Because these shells are so tough. So if you see my hands black, that's what happened.
So I headed back into the kitchen to get what I really came for, and that's the local caught crayfish with the nickname Delicious. But I'll show you that on the next one. Until then, I'll leave you with the blooper.
Mr. Evra, come out there, shot the liquor. When the pretty people want to say. Alright.
You give me that and a friend something to talk about now.